Hi, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Lindsay and you're here with Lindsay's Budgets. Today is going to be my cash stuff for week 4. Hope you've all had a great weekend and a great week. I am filming this on Wednesday. No, I'm not. It's not Wednesday at all. This is a really early cash stuff for the next week because I have to do my shopping tomorrow because I literally don't have any other time for the rest of this week. And with the kids finishing on Friday, the weekend's going to be jam-packed, and then the kids are starting like a half-term club sort of thing. So they've got to have packed lunches and stuff to go to there. So I need to do the shopping. Yeah, it's exhausting. So, what am I doing? Oh, cash stuff for week 4. So, where are we at with my money? Here, I literally sent Paul to the cash machine at the garage, local garage, and then he changed them up. So we've got some Scottish notes because he decided to change them at the till. So we have some Scottish notes as well. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 94, 10, 20, 25 and 30. So 430, the usual. If you're new here, I have £4. That wouldn't get far. I budget £430 a week. I don't do like a big lump sum for all sinking funds, and then I know some YouTubers have 1 week where they put the majority of their sinking funds in, and then the other weeks is just like the weekly money. I don't do that. I split it all equally, and I put into sinking funds and into the weekly money, and but I just split it. I couldn't cope with having that sounds weird, having an odd number each week. I couldn't. It's easier for me to just split it between how many weeks, have the same amount, and go from there, because anything else just would confuse me. So we start off with, which I didn't last week, apologies, I got too eager beaver and went off on myself. So we start with Maria's binder from She's Got It. This is all Maria's challenges and Maria's freebies from her Ko-Fi, etc. These are all Maria's dashboards, apart from that one which I made, and these little things are from Temu Oisin. So her dashboards, her challenges, that's another one of her freebies on her Ko-Fi. So this is Maria's binder, and what we're doing is just with our food, diesel and miscellaneous, we're just working through each challenge, doing one at a time. So we're on, what are we on? I moved the thing, we're on this one for this to start this week. So, and then we've done one in here, and then we'll go back to the start and work our way back through it. And that's how I do it. And once this bind is complete, I have no idea where it's going, but we'll get there when we get there, because we're far off getting there. So we'll do food. So we get 150 a week for food. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40 and 50, £30 for diesel, and £10 for what am I doing here? £10 for miscellaneous. I'm going to move my chair over. For some reason I'm like here. I'm sitting like here, and I should be like here. So 1 second. I'll just move myself off. I feel like I'm like that. That's better. So 150, 30 and a wavy 5. So we've only done 1 on this challenge. Oh no, we've done 2. I just haven't little tick that one off. So little tick that. So we'll just work our way down and we'll scratch off this next one. 6, So I'm going to round that up because we don't deal in coins. And it will equal itself out in the end. So we'll take the 10 from miscellaneous and pop that in. I feel like I can't breathe, like rushing, because I know I've got to do a shopping list ready for tomorrow. And what time are we on? Yeah, we're on like 20 to 8 and I need to get the kids to bed. So quickly doing this video. So that's got 10 from our miscellaneous. And then we will move, get off to the front, and we'll do, what will we do? Do you know what? Do I need a lot? See, that's a scratch off. So that could be dangerous. And how much does it say? 35, so 10. How much is in there? $10.25. No, there should be 20 in there. Yeah, there will be. See, if I scratch one of them off and it says 6 or higher, that means you're going to put 10 in. Right. Do you know what? Do you know what? We are going to do... I want to do... Oh, I don't know what to do. Right, do you know what? We're going to do this 10. And we're going to scratch one off. We're going to scratch one off. So indecisive. Right. Be nice. Honestly, be nice. I'll go for this. Oh, fine, that's okay. That's fine. So that leaves us with 25 for diesel. That's fine. I don't have much to do next week. I do have the rest of this week and the weekend. I've got to go to summer fairs this week, and I think that's about it. Next week, when the kids start their holidays, they're in like a summer camp thing. Get off. Oh, I've made a right rest of that. I'm just going to change that out. That there. They're at a summer camp, and it's literally round the corner from us, so I don't need to drive. I'll just walk them round. So this challenge has now got my stomach keeps rumbling, and I don't know why, because I've just had my tea. 10, 15, 20, 25. So another 10 to go technically. And then that will be complete. So we're starting next week. Oh, we completed that one, which was the Boss Lady Space, where we doubled and tripled, and that saved us 60. That is complete. We're not taking any money out of this until the whole binder is complete. So next week, I think Paul's burning the house down. We will start here. Great. Did I do what I was supposed to do? Did I put that 10 in there? I did, didn't I? 10, 20. So it should be 50. 10, 20, 30, 40. Did I put it in? No, I didn't, did I? Yes, I did. Did I? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Why haven't we got 50 then? 10, 20, 30, 35, 40. What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? 10, 25. 10, 25, yeah. Right, so you got 10. Oh, you got 10. Yeah, and you got 5. Yes, we have done it. Yeah, no, I haven't. Oh, God. Where's that 10 gone then? Because there should be an extra 10 in it. Right, I don't know. If we find it along the way, we find it along the way. But it's gone. The 10's gone from miscellaneous. The 5's gone from there, and the 10's gone from there. So it must be in here. So I must have messed up previous weeks. Unless I put it over there, which I don't know. We'll find out in the end, anyways. So food is getting 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40. Oh my god, last week a term, I swear to god, Teasel is getting 25. It's cost me over £50 for a teacher's present, and it's going to cost me more as well because I forgot about the bus drivers for Mason's bus. So there's 2 people that go on the bus, so I need to go and buy them a gift as well. I have no change. Let's get some change over here. So I need to go and get them a gift. I do need to get an extra gift for Kellen's one-to-one. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and 30. 20 and 10. So yeah, I need to go and get that as well, which is going to be even more money. I'm going to have to put like money aside next year for teacher's presents. I didn't even think about it, and miscellaneous is getting nothing. Yeah, I didn't even think about it. So let's crack on. So we're going to start with the usuals. There's 5 usuals that go in every single week, which is home improvements, emergency, clothing, nails and family fun. They get every single week, although I'm debating whether to put a pause on home improvements because we don't need anything. That was the most squiggliest line. We don't need anything major. This Scottish notes going in here anytime soon. So there should be 115 here. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40 and 50. I don't know, we'll see. I think I might confuse myself if I deviate from the plan. Right, car insurance is getting 20. We're building this up. And then, because this is due, I think it's October or November. Can't remember. I've got it written down somewhere. This is due, and it's going to be about, well, my renewal last year was just under £500. So, yeah, I don't know how much it's going to go this year. 20, 40, 60, 8, oh, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40. So there's 140 in there. But any completed challenges along the way will probably filter into these. Because I do, is it sync to save or save to sync? I can't remember what they call it. As well. So when I complete challenges, they go into my sinking funds as well. Emergency gets its usual 10. We have in the past had to delve into emergency for money. Like in the past, we have when the car, I think it was the car, obviously the plumbing or something, boiler maybe, I can't remember, we had to deplete it. So there's 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 70, 51, 50, 60, 70, yeah. So there's 170 in emergency. That's great. So, moving on. Oh, I have got an update about this binder. Because we went out on Saturday, we depleted family fun. Clothing's getting its usual 10. Yeah, we went to our local harbour. There was a big like replica pirate ship in the bay. So we went to see that, and there was a Continental market on at the time as well. So we bought some food, which, as you can imagine, cost a fortune for a portion of chips. was like £6. Yeah, that might be not expensive where you're from, but £6 for a portion of chips, which was like that big, and they would look like fries, is expensive for me. Nails got depleted sort of, although I'm not going to show you my nails because I'm not impressed with them, even though it was my idea to do it like that. I don't like them, and they're not long enough. There's not as long as I normally have, so yeah. Yeah, it was my fault. Spa day we have used. There's now just £30 in there for tattoo when we get around to saving for tattoos. Yeah, so Family Fun got absolutely depleted. And I wonder if I've got 2 tens. I'll change that out. I've one of the Willa. No. I'm going to have to find a 10 now. Yeah. But we had a good day. It was a really good day on Saturday. We done quite a lot. Took kids to the beck. Which they thoroughly enjoyed. They're literally floating down the river on them inflatable. What am I doing here? Them inflatable rings. I just need some change, so I'm just going to grab some change. 10, 20, 30 and 40. Yeah, so they had a great time. Paul got soaked, he fell in. Trying to save Kellen, but Kellen like kind of twisted him funny and he fell in. So he was soaked, which was hilarious. And then he decided to try and walk up an embankment with Crocs on, which isn't the most bright idea. So then he went flying again. So yeah, it was funny though. The kids thought it was hilarious. So that's that done. What else are we doing? Move out the way. Half term is getting 10. I don't think we've come out of here. So this is getting 10. We might be able to do some changing in here. So put that 10 in, put 20 out. And how much have we got there? 20, 40. So 10, 20, 30, 10, 20, 30 and 40. So we might as well change that out as well. So half term has got 20, 40, 50. Oh no. Not that much. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 91, 10 and 20. 120. I don't know if we'll need much more than that. But we're going to keep adding. Whatever we don't spend, we'll roll over to the next half term, which I think is October, is it? Right. Kids' birthdays. Jasmine's going to get another 10 this week. And for hers, she reckons about whatever. I'm going to take these 5, 10. I'll take that 10 out. Put 10 in there. Okay. I think that is it. So we should be... Oh no, back to school. Ah, that was the other thing. Back to school. Oh, let's put that back in. Back to school has been depleted because I used the money out of back to school for teachers' presents. So we are like starting afresh for back to school. So that is getting 20. So 10 and 20 is going into back to school. And back to school, I don't need any clothes for them. I just need shoes. but it'll come out of clothing as well if need be, so because I don't think we'll have time to save up the rest. So we should have 75 left. So we've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. Yeah, I don't know where that 10 went out of that binder. I'll have to have a look at that. So we're going to start with the one I dread, because we've had the same one for the last 3 weeks, which is rock, paper, scissors, spin. So let's go. Ooh. Scissors again, really? And scissors every single week now. Right. Oh. Subtract rock from what you rolled. So rock is 5. So 10. Oh, that's all right. Go on then. That's fine. But we'll still mark it as scissors, but we're only putting in 10. That's fine. Because last week we put 30 in. So at the minute, on 4 rolls, we've got 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75. £75 off 3 rolls. 4 rolls. That's terrible. That is terrible. So that is that for another week. That one really scares me. Same as Rista 6. Rista 6, I've only ever done it once because it scares the living bejesus out of me. Because it's really scary. Right. So we'll go and we are everything's just fallen. We are starting August. So we completed July last week. And we are starting August. So let's start. We'll just go with this one. 8. It's not going to be 8 because we don't put coins in. So it's going to be a 10. This challenge is from Maria. She's got it. I've got loads of Maria's challenges. So popping our first 10 in there. Right, we scratched off this next one for this week because this is a high one. Because these ones are from Monique at Bajani's Budgets. These go up every month. So the last one was 55. This one for August that we're working on is 60. So I do scratch off for the next week ahead. So this one's 10 that we owe for this week. And we'll scratch one off for next week. And we'll do this. 5. We might come back to it. Because 5 isn't too bad. It's when it's like 15, 20 that we can't just do. Okay. Oh. And then this last one is from Essit Kastefin for August. And that's the first one. These are all 5 each. And that's our first 5 in there. And if you see there's money at the back of here, there is money, but I like to get a challenge complete, and when we get to 100 it goes into garden savings. So I think there's like £75 here that will stay there until it gets to 100. So we complete challenges in this binder that gets to 100, and then it will go into the garden binder. Right, one of my binders and that fell. Right, so put our usual 5 in this one as well. This is like a slow, very slow burner, save 500, and we're just doing all the 5s, and then we will condense down. So it's just getting £5 a week. So at the minute, all we have is 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 and 40, which is absolutely fine because we'll probably be doing this till after Christmas and maybe go to maybe next year's holiday. That's what it could go towards maybe. Right, back to here, and we will go to the Magical Forest. I think we'll put the 15 in, which is this 15 here, while we have money and rock, paper, scissors spin didn't kill us. So I'm sure this saves, well, I'm sure this saves 150, but I've counted it 135 before, but we're past 135, so it must be like 150 or something. So far we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 10, 15 and 20, 124 in here, and that is from the Queen Bee Mix. Okay, next one, we'll put £5 in here, will we? Yes, we will. These are all like faded. And I condense these down to the 10s. So far in getting the skip from Kimberly Budget, it was just before she closed her shop, I got this. We have 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. 70 of 250, so a decent amount to go. Because I'm just putting £5 really into that one a week. So this one, I think what have we got? 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll just put the 5 in. This is another one from Maria. This is Save 100. This is, I think this is free on our Ko-Fi. I am a Ko-Fi member of Maria's. Maria, sorry. So I did download it off her Ko-Fi and just printed it myself. So we've completed section 1. This is section 2, and then we've got section 3. And all in all, it saves 100. So £15. I think we're going to do this from GB over at Income Babes. So we'll do a roll and save, and then see what we get, and then I don't think we'll do more than £10 in here, and then the other 5 I can maybe go into, we'll maybe go back to the seasonal. So we'll see what we get. 5. I've got 5, and then we'll do that 5, and this has got 10, and then I think we'll go back to the, what are we doing? 5 and 10 is going into there, so that 5, give that a waft, pop that back in there again. It was off GB's Ko-Fi. I'm waiting for her memberships to go. She like closes her memberships and then opens them ever so often, I think. So I'm waiting for that to open. So we've got £5 to spare, and I think we're gonna go back to the Bargeny Budget one, and we'll do. Oh no! Well, what thing was I winning here? Are we doing one in here? I'll say these could be a 6 or a 9. God. Right, no, we'll leave that. Yeah, we'll go back to the Bargeny one, and then we'll scratch off another one, because it was only 5 and we could do that. We've got 5 left, so we might as well. So we'll take that 5 off, and then we'll scratch in the next one. See what I mean? See what I said about the big numbers? So next week's 15. So see, crafty. I'm making a right mess with this scratcher. So next week we've got 15 to put in, which is fine. We maybe feel, how many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 4 on there. So hopefully we might finish them all at the same time, because I tend to finish that one first because it only saves 20s, and then that one saves 25, and then that one's the most, so that one normally takes the longest to complete. But if we, yeah, go on then, we'll try and do that. So that's my video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe and comment. I love to see your comments, and I try and reply to everybody. And I will see you on the next one, which I haven't got a clue what it's going to be. But I will see you again. So have a great week, have a great weekend, and bye for now. Bye.